Yo, Zakil Copeland, welcome to the Borderman Transformation. And today we got something special. We're going to talk about how to increase your value. How to increase your value, boy, girl, whoever you are right now. How to increase your value. I feel like this is a big thing we talk about, the high value man and high value women, alpha male, beta male. But how can you increase your value today? Like starting today, how can you increase your value right now as we speak? This is the first tip you can do literally right now. As soon as you watch this, you can do it right away. First thing, when you talk about increasing something's value, the first thing that comes to my mind is scarcity. That means, think about it. If I got a Bentley, not even a Bentley, a Bugatti, there is not much. There's not a lot of Bugattis around the neighborhood. There's not a lot of Bugattis in every neighborhood. That means if your attention or your basically what it is, there's not a lot of Bugattis. Only a few people can get them. Only a few people have access to the Bugattis. And because only a few people can get it, that means it's rare. That means the value increases because only a few people can get access to it. Same thing with you. If you want to increase your value, only make your time, add value to your time. Do not let everyone and anyone get able to be access to your time, access to you. Become more scarce. Stop being around everywhere. Stop being with everyone. Stop going out everywhere. Stop being, every time you get invited, go out. No. Take back your time from a lot of people. Take away your time from a lot of people and watch how your value increase by literally taking back your time, adding value to your time. And for people to access you, they first have to pay you, or they have to be some type of adding some type of value to you, or it has to make some type of sense or benefit to you. If you want to increase your value right now, it's to be a little more scarce. I would say this: rare, hard to find, but high in value. Diamonds are hard to find. You can't find diamonds everywhere. But when you do find it, it is high in value. Same thing as you. You should not be everywhere. You shouldn't be at every function, every party. You shouldn't be at every weekend people see. No. Remove yourself out of the scene a little bit. Absence. Like, you got to really increase yourself by removing yourself. Increase your value by removing yourself from being able to people to easily access you. If I can easily access you, you don't really have that much value. You cannot things with high value are not easy to access. You know what I'm saying? A Bugatti is not easy to access. You know what I'm saying? Things that are very expensive, to go get a big, real expensive products and stuff like that are not easy to access. You have to have a certain amount of money or status to even get in those rooms to access those things. So you should see yourself as at that same level. You know what? Not everyone should be able to call me. Not everyone should be able to text me. Not everyone should be able to see me. And if I do show up, and it's crazy enough, one of the things I learned when I was younger, so my mom, when back home in the Caribbean, my mom, she made me stay, she grounded me basically. She made me stay in the house for like 2 weeks. Couldn't go outside and play with the boys. Couldn't be, playing cricket, sports, or what's not. And then when I came outside back after like the 2 weeks I stayed inside the house for all those days, when I finally got outside back again, everyone like, yo, Q, I ain't seen you in a mad long, bro. I haven't seen you in time. I haven't seen you, bro. It's great to see you. Damn, bro. And I felt this type of energy, like, like, damn, they embracing me in some type of sense. Like, they happy to see me. People cannot miss what they have in every day. Like, if I'm eating the specific type of dish every day, I'm not gonna miss it. So the only way to miss it is to stop eating it or stop having my mom cook it or my wife cook it or whatever the case is. So the only way you can make people really miss you or be able to add value to yourself is by removing yourself a little bit. Stop being so accessible. Stop being so accessible, bro. You gotta stop being so accessible, and instantly your value is gonna go up because not everyone can have access to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the number one tip for me right now and how to increase your value. Now let's go into more details. This is so important. To increase your value, you first have to know your value. You have to know yourself. Like, for me to increase myself, I have to level myself up, I have to first know myself and know what needs to be leveled up, what needs to know what I need to let go. And sometimes the weight that you need to let go is not on your body. It's around you. Sometimes to increase your value, you have to remove certain people around you that is bringing your value down. Remember, people is really a representation of your personality. Your friends group is really a representation of your personality and your value. If you're around people who don't have value, if you're around people that are young-minded, people who are broke, people who are not motivated, disciplined, persistent, all of these different type of things, you are going to be categorized in the same box as them. You're going to be in the same category as them. People are going to see you now in the same light as they see them. So one of the second ways to increase your value is to put yourself around people who have value, people who are potentially trying to increase their value as well. If you're around people who have no substance in life, who have no status, who have no mission, who have no dreams or goals, you are going to be put into this box. And everyone else is going to see you exactly like how they see everyone else around you. So my number one thing is to, first, to remove your time. Remove yourself from a lot of people. Stop being so accessible. Secondly, change your circle, or to alter your circle, or to pay attention to your circle to see if you need to change your circle. Because sometimes you don't need to change your circle. You can alter your circle. If you're a leader, you can always lift your people up. You can always bring them on the next level with you. They can always level them up as well. But you have to first identify if you are a leader, or if you are the leader in the group. A lot of times you're not the leader in the group. So you have to figure out if you are the leader in the group. And there's ways you can figure it out as well. So I'll give you 2 tips already. The first one is to first take back some of your time. Add value to your time. Do not let people be able to access you that easily. No, you can't. See yourself as a Bugatti or even more expensive. It's probably like 10 of them in the world. I'm not saying that. I don't know the math. I don't know the numbers, but I'm just saying, like, imagine there's only 10 Bugattis in the world. Imagine how high the value would be for one. And the thing is, it's only one of you in the world. Yo! If there's like 60-something Bugattis in the world, there's only one of you in the world. But the only way to have your ultimate value is to actually live through yourself and be yourself. So one way to increase your value now is to actually be yourself and stop pretending to be everyone else. Stop portraying to be someone else. If you become yourself now, you're going to be the only one of you in this world. The only one of you in this world. So think about how much value now you're going to have because now you're being your true self. And by being your true self, it singles you out from the crowd. You start dressing like the way you want to dress. You talk the way you want to talk. You think the way you want to think. You become you. And sometimes you have to reinvent yourself. Reinvent yourself can be scary because sometimes you have to kill yourself. Not physically. Not literally, not literally. You have to kill your own self. You have to burn that away, push it away, leave it in the past, and let it go, and then reborn. Bring a new you into life. You know what I'm saying? Reinvent. Recreate. I'm saying you have to do some reforms. You gotta put change into your life. But let me not get too crazy with it, because sometimes I get very passionate when I'm talking about this stuff. So I give you out a lot of great tips. I feel the next way to really add value to yourself is to learn a high value skill. And that could be various things, but just make sure whatever you're doing, you do it to the best of your ability and do it to the highest level. Sales, just different things you can do. Learn a high value skill. Because when you hear about it, a high value skill is what a high value person would do, or what a high value person would have, a high value skill. So just learning a high value skill, a skill that right now that is in demand in this time and age. What is in demand right now? Social media, photography, editing, copywriting, sales, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case is, find something that has a highest value skill that you can put on top of you and then add it like as the equipment to yourself. That's one of the amazing, easiest ways. I wouldn't say easiest ways, but that's the next way you can work towards too, because to acquire a high value skill, you have to put in time and effort, to actually learn how to do those different things. But that's the next way too. And last but not least, because we're not going to make this too long, I want to make sure that it's to see yourself different. It's one thing to remove the people around you. Next thing to find yourself and really become more self-aware and then learn a high value skill. But you have to see yourself as high value. That's the most vital part of this thing. Is to see yourself as high value. Now, when I see myself as high value, that means I'm not doing any and everything. I'm only indulging in certain type of activities. I'm only showing up at certain type of events. I'm only speaking to certain type of people. I'm only carrying myself a certain type of way. Because I see myself as high value. And if you pay attention to when jewelers, when they handle their pieces, they put gloves on. Because they don't want to damage the value of this product. That's the same thing with you. You cannot be going every single way. You cannot be taking in every type of energy. You cannot be interacting with every type of person around the room. You want to protect your energy. So that's the next way to increase your value is by protecting your energy. A lot of times we decrease our value by letting everyone else get to our energy and damage our energy and add their opinions and then interjections. Now is the way to protect yourself, is the way to keep your value, and as well to increase your value by sustaining it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the simple ways right now. If you don't got money, because a lot of people talk about becoming high values, like, oh, you make this amount of money a month, which is true, or you around these type of people, which is true. But these are ways you can increase your value without without having money. Without having money, this is the way to increase your value. Right now, how to increase your value right now, today, at home, is literally do this tips. First thing is to take back some of your time. Add value to your time. Do not be accessible to everyone and be everywhere. Secondly, watch your circle. If you're around people who have value, if you're around people who aspire to increase their value, you as well gonna increase your value. You as well would have value. But if you're around people who are very unmotivated, undisciplined, all these different type of things, your value is not gonna be as high. Last but not least, you have to acquire a high value skill to add to yourself, which really gives you value. And by having a high value skill, it opens opportunity to create, get more jobs and get money, which will increase your overall value monetarily. You know what I'm saying? But it's a Q Copeland. Welcome to the Borderman Transformation. I'm sorry I stumbled my word. But yeah. This is literally how to increase your value. Yeah, it's a Q Copeland. We out. Peace.